Welcome. This is a brand new campaign of Ultimate General Civil War. As I said at the end of my Confederate campaign, we'd be jumping into the Union side. Hopefully, as before, any viewers out there will find some things new, hopefully learn some things, and we'll have some fun. So we'll just get into it. You've always dreamed of becoming a military officer like your father. You feel it is your destiny to serve your nation, earning glory with honor on the battlefield.
Permanently. Half slave and half free.
I rise, Mr. President, for the purpose of announcing to the Senate that I have satisfactory evidence that the state of Mississippi, by a solemn ordinance of her people in convention assembled, has declared her separation from the United States.
Okay, probably should have talked over that. So, 3 choices here. Logistics is terrible at the start. You're never going to run out of ammo early. Training is useful, but not immediately. I generally favor taking the initial points to get Recon 4 off the bat, and then you never need to worry about it for the rest of the campaign. So we do that. We take cavalry, and then just because that gives the other 3 points recon needed. This is useless. The 2 points of medicine are nice, but 2 points of logistics entirely wasted. This is actually okay. And politics probably is usually what I also like to rush. The South has seceded, and the United States is under attack. You have sworn to defend the Constitution and vow to help restore the Union. The manpower and materiel advantages of the North will surely overwhelm and crush the rebellion, and all men will be made equal under the law. So we're just going to play Brigadier General, normal. Not interested really in difficulty, we're just trying to show off the battles, right? And things we can learn. Okay. And I won't make myself a new name here. So our first points, when we get the opportunity to spend them, are going to go straight into army organization, up to about 5 or 6, then politics, and then we'll keep our army organization up as the grand battles progress. Then politics, medicine, and then probably training. General, our main objective is to secure this small town and its railroad station. According to our scouts, the garrison should not exceed 3,000 soldiers. We must capture the town before rebel reinforcements arrive via railroad. It's advised to use your vanguard to clear the town's perimeter from skirmishers or other threats. The rest of your forces are en route and will arrive from the southwest. Assault the town when all your forces are present. Okay, pause. This is just the tutorial battle, so you can screw up as much as you want, and you can probably still win pretty decisively. There's a couple skirmisher units that will be up on these ridges, and so that's a little trap for new players. You're gonna sort of naturally walk along this road, and then you're gonna get flanked from the ridges, and you don't get vision up there, so they can just shoot you with impunity. And then there's another skirmisher unit that hangs out somewhere over here, so I'm going to send these guys just to find them. Otherwise, instead, yeah, we'll go up on the ridges and confront them directly. big difference from the start of the from the end of the last campaign, where we have a lot of units with large units with good weapons. These guys have 1842s, which are the basic Union musket. So the one downside about pushing the trees like this and tree movement in general is that the condition drains and they move slowly going through. Okay, so we're pushing these guys up north just to keep them from behind our lines. Your reinforcements arrived. Head to the town. We saw also from we got a little bit of a brief view that there's a infantry brigade sitting up there. Got plenty of time. There's no need to rush with these guys. So I can just sit here and preserve their condition. Gonna let my infantry get in position, and then you can move in and overwhelm. These units. Skirmishers. But not overchase. Get my artillery moving up as well. push on this crossing here. You can take this crossing as well if you want to try to shoot it out, but we're just going to blitz it. None of our troops are particularly good shooters, and their shooters aren't all that great either. So these guys have no condition left, so they can't really charge. Artillery up. These guys realize they're getting flanked, and so they're just going to pull off of there. And have them sit in this kind of cover here, and they will actually win that fight for the most part. Kill the artillery that's hanging out there. Move in from the flank. Shoot these guys. Bringing my artillery up. There's one infantry unit here. Just sort of behind them. We'll let them run. Swing back over for a flank shot on them. So this is a little quirk of fortifications. You want to check and see what kind they are. Town fortifications are garbage. As you can see here that they went into the fortification and they only have 74% cover. 75% cover probably. Whereas if you just sit in the buildings themselves, you're at 100. So, yeah. Alright, so we captured the town in full. Rebels prepare for a counterattack. Town is secured, but the rebels are determined to retake it. We have prepared some entrenchments to stop their assaults. So entrenchments are garbage, like I just talked about. Multiple enemy regiments approach from these roads. The most serious threat is the armored train coming down the rails. Without cannon, we have great difficulty neutralizing it. The good news is that we've got reinforcements en route, which include strong artillery batteries. They should arrive in about an hour. It's going to be a hard fight, General. Ready to receive your orders. Alright, pause. So like I just talked about, so early fortifications like this are in general not worth taking. They're mostly town fortifications, fence fortifications along those lines. The only fortifications that are worth taking are earthenworks, and those don't show up in the early and middle parts of the campaign. Instead, you should be looking for, so there's a little house icon on my mouse now that I'm mousing over here. You get 200% cover in these building fortifications, building terrain, or in thick woods like this, you get a full 160, 150% cover. Try to avoid wheat fields as well. They're not very good. You can use them if you're just shooting against open terrain, but you're still going to be taking a lot of casualties back, so do your best to try and avoid that. So instead, we have the locomotive will be coming down this tracks and we'll set up somewhere around here, and it's effectively an artillery battery. So you want to get some distance on it. Don't be point blank because you'll get pushed off pretty easily. The one downside is that if you don't take this fortification, you lose this observation point. Frankly, oh well. Can sort of deal with that. So I'm going to spread my defenses like this with that unit of skirmishers there. I'm going to pull my cavalry over here, and I'll use him to start nibbling on the flanks over here. Sometimes I've had them run out just for vision and to shoot the artillery in the back. They can do that too. Anyway, so we'll move then the artillery a little bit further back here and move the other one to back here. Keep the supply central, and where did my general go? Back like that. So let's do it. This is also an important thing to learn, is how to condense your lines properly so your units can actually support each other. Now you see you've got 100% cover here. I move this unit over because they've got the most men left. And this is sort of the central part of the fighting, so now they're sitting right next to each other, they're able to support each other. If we're lucky, the locomotive will shoot the skirmishers, who both don't matter and get more defense over infantry. I'm going to target my artillery probably at the cannon when it shows up, because they're going to be the only ones who can damage the locomotive. But other than that, we can mostly free fire. So we're just going to turn the speed up. They're slowly coming in from here. We can see them on our recon that they're coming in. But we are just about to get some reinforcements of our own. So these guys need to all run. Needs to run as well. That unit should basically be about to break because they're taking flank shots from the cavalry. So we can even have them chase. Get another shot in the back. Maybe. And then have them hide again. You can even subtly hear the train making its way up. Preemptively, so they don't automatically take a flank shot. Now here it is. So should shoot the train. Crossing this bridge with no conditioning is kind of painful. Train is finally withdrawn. Yes. I'm gonna charge the train just for the hell of it. Okay, no, don't want to be in the train. That doesn't do anything. I lost my skirmishers. Not a big deal. None of these troops, none of the skirmishers matter. You will get the infantry and the artillery depending on... I don't remember if it's either who shows up first or what the most most of the tank units are. Battle's pretty much over. But I don't have the kind of forces that I would really want to throw to completely sweep the field. And forces are unfortunately kind of sad. Otherwise, numbers even like this, defense is the kind of situation where I would sort of push everyone on offense and just completely wipe out what their forces are. They do like one volley, and these guys are on basically open ground, and they take like 10 casualties maybe. So it's a combination 1842s plus pretty terrible firearm scores. 15 of them were kills that a properly used brigade of cavalry can put out, and these guys don't even have the best weapons. So it's definitely a kind of unit that I'm going to show off how to use and do my best to develop multiple brigades with them. So they shattered off. The artillery down. Shattered that unit. Didn't quite get the full wipe, but actually I can choose to, and there's no reason really not to. And just attacking the flanks like this, you can see it takes them a while to rotate, so even if they these guys don't have good range, but they can go in, get their shot off, and before the other unit can rotate, they can get out. It's another strength of theirs, and when they rotate like that, so it opens them up for a flank shot from whatever the mainline infantry you have down there. Okay, so these are just the default units, so do your best. Captured a bunch of 1855s, which will give us a nice little start. But we won't get a lot of those for a while. And okay. So that was the tutorial battle. So thanks for watching.